All right, welcome back, everyone. We have IzzyHope58 here with Meet the Robinsons, and I'm just gonna let her introduce herself and take the runaway. Go
All
ahead.
right, hello everyone. My name's IzzyHope58, and today we are going to be meeting the Robinsons as fast as possible. I'm so excited for this run, so we'll jump right into it. We are going to start this new game, and we will start the run in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so this is Meet the Robinsons. This is based on the 2007 Disney animated film of the same name. Basic plot of this game, we are playing as Wilbur, who is the son of Cornelius, who is the inventor of the future, including 2 time machines. And we quote-unquote borrow our dad's time machine to go on time adventures, usually mess things up, and then we have to fix it, such as this collapsing tomb and having to escape. Beginning of this run isn't too eventful. This first part's pretty linear, but it's going to pick up significantly later on. This game's also developed by Avalanche Software, who developed the TAC games. Later, they were known for doing Disney games like Disney Infinity and Toy Story 3, and now they're known for making the Hogwarts Legacy games, which is pretty nice. So, very historic developer. We also can't jump in this game normally. We just kind of hop automatically, which can be kind of infuriating sometimes, like there, where he tried to fall off the ledge, so that can be a little bit annoying. We also have this absolutely hilarious animation, whatever this is, just like crawling against walls, which we'll see a total of 3 times in the run, but it's absolutely hilarious every single time. I love it. Do some automatic jumps, hopefully you don't mess this up, and then we're gonna do a giant jump, slow-mo, surprise face, camera turn around, super dramatic. And we're gonna make our way here. We know exactly how long to stand on these buttons for, so I'm gonna wait just till there. And then we have these pillars. Grabbing and moving these pillars is very, very slow, as you can see. Later in the run, we'll have faster ways of grabbing and moving these pillars, so we'll be sure to mention that later. Got one more section where we just gotta run away from a giant boulder, and we will be escaped from ancient Egypt. Just gonna have my camera backwards here to be ready to run away from this giant boulder, Indiana Jones style. So in the next section, we are going to be in the Robinson house, and the basic premise is we want to get into the garage to, quote-unquote, take out the trash. Really, we just want to play with the time machine, but that's what we tell our mom. And basically, someone changed the garage code, and we have to go to every single member of our family, ask them, hey, do you change the garage code? No, also do a fetch quest for me, and then send us to the next member of our family. Thankfully, we can skip quite a bit of that and just clip behind the garage door wall, but before we're able to do that, we need to get a handful of gadgets before we can do that skip. So we are going to head over to the storage room to get our first gadget, and our first couple of gadgets actually. Our first gadget is going to be a disassembler, which will let us just disassemble things in the level. And then we're going to be getting some materials in order to build the scanner. And then we'll be able to scan the garage code to see who last touched the garage door. The dialogue in this game is also hilarious. This game is really fun. It's very broken, as you'll see in just a minute. Once we get access to gadgets, we'll have 2 different ways of aiming with them. We'll have a quick we'll have a quick targeting aim where we can target back and forth between different, just different things. And then we'll have a more precise free aim. Those 2 aiming methods enable pretty much all of the glitches in this run, which is very, very fun. So we have the disassembler over here. Gonna jump over here. Drop down here. Here's our disassembler. This is our quick targeting aim. And Wilbur can jump around randomly sometimes. Here's our precise aim. If we do our quick aim, I need 1 more green orb. Need a certain amount, and the game didn't give it to me for some reason. Can I get one there? Thank you. Alright. So if we do our quick aim right after climbing up a ladder or some sort of climbable, then we can get what's called a ledge glitch, where we can just drop off a ledge, just like that, which is very nice. And now, if we overlap the precise aim and the quick aim with just the right timing, we can do what's called speed glitch, which, one moment, come on, looks like that, where we run super fast to the left and right. So normally in our quick aiming, we can roll to the left and right, as you can see here, but getting speed glitch is a little bit harder, as you saw, but it's quite a bit faster. So we're going to be doing that for certain sections. Oh, got it there. It's not too fast going forward. It's really only fast going left and right. Here we're just going to do some normal rolls just because it's super short. We're going to scan the garage door and then go into this warp tube and then have this menu open during this cutscene. So we'll be ready to warp to the dining room as soon as it's finished. Do a couple more rolls, and talk to Grandpa Bud. So, these dialogue parts, they're very slow. If you notice on the pause menu, save prompt is grayed out. However, if the pause menu is open before you talk to a character, then you can save the game, quit the game, and then skip past the rest of the dialogue. And that's what we're going to be doing for this next dialogue part, where if we pause the game on the correct frame of the scanning animation, we can pause the game, but the game will be playing underneath it. And that will allow us to skip dialogue. We're going to be doing that a couple times in the run. So here, the game wants us to scan these frogs, and then scanning the final frog, we're going to try to pause the game on the correct frame. There is a backup if I don't get it the first time. I can just rescan the frogs. Line myself up here. Didn't get it, but I can rescan the frogs. So I'm going to go over to this elevator. Line myself up here. I'm using a visual cue in order to do this. I'm not just completely free, just like winging it. Alright, and then we got it. If you'll notice, we get locked into whatever direction we are holding when we pause the game. However, if we go into, say, an elevator, that will take away our movement and then bring back our movement. So now, we are playing the game while the pause menu is open. We're going to talk to Grandpa Bud, save the game, and then quit out. And now we're going to get back in, and we're going to be doing this glitch again out in the yard. Try to get speed glitch here. Very nice. And we'll just do a couple more rolls to boot. Line ourselves up here. And now, we have to do this entire ball maze while the pause menu is open, which is very, very challenging to see through this giant pause screen while doing this. So I did mention that we can skip to the garage. Technically, we can skip into the garage as soon as we get the first gadget. However, we would softlock because we still need one more gadget, which is the charge ball glove, which is kind of our main weapon of the game. If we don't get that, then we'd be softlocked in the next room, and also we just need it for the rest of the run anyways. So as soon as we're done with this ball maze, we'll talk to Uncle Art, and then we'll finally get access to the charge ball glove in our room. For some reason, it doesn't spawn there until we talk to Uncle Art, which we're going to be using this pause menu to skip. We do have time for a quick message if you got anything to say while we complete this ball maze.
Yeah, sure thing. We don't have any donations with messages, but we did get a $25 donation from Anonymous. Thank you so much to whoever you are. They left no message, but we really do appreciate it. That puts us at $75 so far. If you folks can raise $250 before the end of Jangle Storm's Garfield Caught in the Act run, we'll be able to see the bonus Garfield Caught in the Act Lost Levels run, and I am really excited for that. We're well on our way this early in the day. I'm really excited for that, so get your donations in, everyone.
$75 this early on is fantastic. Yeah, that's
it's great.
Alright, so we are going to be talking to Uncle Art here, and then skip past most of the dialogue. And then we'll finally get access to the charge ball glove. reload into the game. So now that we almost have our gadget, we're going to be doing what's called a redirect vault, where basically we're going to be doing a vault and then overlapping that with our precise aim, and then we're going to basically redirect the vault into the direction that we are precise aiming. So we're going to be making our way over here and shoving ourselves in this corner here, and then nudge ourselves to the right, and then when we press right, we should get a vault, and I'll press that at the same time as my gadget. This is probably the hardest trick in the game, so it might take me a few tries. There's the vault. Come on. This is definitely one of the big early game run killers in the run. Really doesn't want to work today. There we go. Alright. Now we have clipped fast to the garage, and now we are in the basement. Don't ask me why. Now we are going to be doing another glitch called an object redirect. So if you remember that pillar from ancient Egypt, we can redirect those with our precise aim, just to drag them faster. So just like that. Now we're going to be doing a glitch called object attachment, where if we put these two pillars next to each other and grab this left one with just the right angle, the object is now attached to us, and we can use that to clip through walls, which is very, very broken. We can also climb up these pillars, and they'll come with us, so we're gotta get caught by that.
I'm sorry. What?
So yeah, we're just climbing on top of this pillar, and it comes with us. This
I love video games.
A little finicky. I love video games too. This is why I love speedrunning. Stuff like this. Stuff like this is why I hate video games sometimes. Doesn't want to work, but let's try this again. So climb on top of the pillar, and it comes with us. Climb on top of it again. Clip through this vent. Do a couple of rolls. And clip through that vent. So, this is the game's introduction to combat. We're just going to skip past this because we got a pillar, and we're going to clip through that laser wall right there. And then we have a couple ladders we have to climb up. Usually climbing up the ladders with object attachment will get stuck. However, if we climb on top of the pillar and then start climbing the ladder partway up, we can climb the ladder. So we're going to line up right here and climb up the ladder partway through, and hopefully, good, didn't get stuck there. It's possible to get stuck there if you don't grab the pillar at the correct angle. And then I have to be extra careful not to grab the bottom of this ladder, otherwise I'll be completely stuck. Perfect. And then we'll get one more speed glitch here to get through the rest of these tunnels. Hopefully I don't get caught by that. Getting caught by that orb completely respawns you back to the last checkpoint. And then we got these 3 laser walls. We can just walk right through these with our pillar. And that is the end of the first section of the basement. So now we're on to the second section of the basement, where we got another new glitch called airwalking. Basically the same inputs as a speed glitch, but we hold our precise aim. First I gotta get a ledge glitch. And then we can walk through the air. So we did the ledge glitch in order to be able to walk off the ledge, and then we do this airwalking glitch in order to just walk through the air. And then we're gonna drop right about here. And now we're gonna get actually introduced to combat in this next section here. First we just gotta move these bridges around a little bit, but this saves so much time. I don't even know how much time. I've barely played this game casually. As is the case with a lot of my speed games. We do have to be careful. We do have to keep track of our energy throughout the run, so I'm refilling my energy for the charge ball glove here. And then we got these little camera light things that we have to destroy, and then they'll bring out an enemy. These are a disassembler to destroy this armor, and then 5 shots. Set the speed glitch here while this door is opening. Speed down this tunnel, and then try to take out both of these. Come on. Oh, just barely got that. Our precise aim is also a little bit more powerful, but it takes a bit more energy, so I have to manage which one I'd use. Got those 2. And then use 2 more enemies. Perfect, and that is the end of the second section. We have one more section of the basement before we get to the second time machine. First time machine was stolen. We have to go track it back, but first we have to break into our dad's time lab in order to steal the other time machine. We're doing speed glitch here. I'm also rolling here to avoid being killed by these lasers, but having speed glitch is just a tad bit faster. And I'm going to do 3 rolls here. Take out these 2 and take out that one. Alright, that's good. Got those all in one cycle. Alright, that was a pretty good first room. This third section, we just have to complete the 2 sides. So, we got this cutscene here. Left side will close, right side will open, one of the doors in the center will open, and we just gotta do that again on the other side. And then recharge our energy for the next fight. Get another speed glitch. And start rolling to avoid being killed by these lasers. That was close. Then I'm going to take out these enemies because their orbs will insta-respawn us and reset the room. Alright, that was pretty good. Hit that. Skip the cutscenes, and now we are in our dad's time lab, and we have our first boss of the game, this giant robot. This boss, pretty boring, honestly. We just have to hit these lasers, and then we have to hit the correct buttons with the corresponding wires below. It's the same pattern each time. We have 3 different phases of this. So while we do this, if you got any more blurbs or messages you'd like to read, now would be a great time.
For sure. I just want to remind everyone that we're 2 minutes. Okay, sounds good. Wow, I get to talk for a long time then. I won't take that long. I just want to remind all of you that we are supporting the Transgender Law Center. Not only do they support the queer community through pro bono volunteer work and legal resources, but they're also at work in American courts, protecting the rights and lives of LGBTQIA+ Americans. Right now, they're arguing cases in the areas of healthcare, immigration, prisons, and the policing of queer people. And we just want to thank you all for continuing to help us support them fight for all of our rights, because truly trans rights are human rights, and the betterment of all people should be our priority. Your donations go to, I think, the betterment of society in general. So it is really important to us that we raise, hopefully, $1,000 for them. That's the goal.
Yeah, thank you all so much. Very important now more than ever, so really appreciate everyone who's donating already. Like, we're already, I don't know exactly how much we're at right now, but this early on to the marathon, it's great to see all the support. We got one more phase here. Try not to get hit by the lava. Then one more hit, and then we'll be on to the science fair. Alright, that is that boss done. Time lab is done. We now have the other time machine, and now we're in the science fair. And we're going to be skipping most of this level. Doing a speed glitch throughout most of this first section. Bullet Hat's there and just disappears. Because we're not supposed to be looking that way, I guess. We're going to be doing another redirect vault to skip past pretty much the entire level. So we're going to go in this classroom, find ourselves here, vault over this. Didn't work because I was facing the wrong way. This one could be a little bit finicky. In a different way from Garage Scope, which is finicky in a totally different way. Come on. This game really doesn't want to cooperate with me today. There we go. Now we have to come up here, trigger the end of the level. Hopefully I did. There we go. Another speed glitch here. Oh, I actually didn't get speed glitch. There we go. Alright, and then for a quick update on the story, basically, this cutscene, Wilbur knocks that kid over, and now the entire future is different. There's robo-ants, there's an emperor named Stanley, that kid became emperor, there's now a giant tram and a giant volcano, magma, lava network. Everything's different, Wilbur messed everything up, and now we gotta go fix our mistakes. Starting with destroying a bunch of robo-ants, so that we can, I think we have to get to the industrial district, so that we can get some parts to make a remote to find the time machine, because it was taken away by robo-ants. I believe that's what the story is, based on the cutscenes. So yeah, we got this cutscene here. We're going to be doing another airwalking glitch to get past most of this level. I believe there's another plasma ball area that we're going to be skipping past.
Family business. Night generation. Total professional.
Wilbur's dialogue in this game is also hilarious. So here, we're going to be getting ledge glitch by doing that. Then climbing up on this thing. And then airwalk. And now we're going to be walking in the air for a bit to get to the end of the level. And we'll admire the beautiful alternate future. These are the tracks where we would be doing the plasma ball. We're going to drop down onto this platform and do a little bit of a speed glitch just to walk a little bit faster, because as cool as airwalking is, it is a bit slow. Another ledge glitch here. Run across this platform. Get another airwalk. And now we have a really big fight at the end of this level, which hopefully will go well. Another speed glitch here. Recharge our energy before we go into the fight. Try to get these 3 ants all in one go. Gotta do that fast enough before that left ant moves. Then target these 2, and then these floating ants, we can just disassemble them. And that saves a whole bunch of time versus trying to destroy them normally. So we got 3 of these. Perfect. Now we're gonna go back over here and recharge our energy a little bit while we wait for the next phase to spawn. Now we got these big ants. Looks like I didn't get energy. Sometimes you can get full energy here, sometimes you don't. It's really weird. So this last part's gonna... Oh, perfect. Got energy. Alright, that's good. Except I messed it up, so... Alright, that's fine. And... Alright, that's it. Alright. Wait for this cutscene. Now, we're going to be doing speed glitch all the way back home. Or all the way back to the beginning of the level. Maybe. Speed glitch is very finicky. Also going to be recharging our energy a little bit here. We can keep speed glitch after this elevator cutscene and after riding the tram. Fun fact, if you actually are in your quick aiming while you do this tram, you'll just get speed glitch for free, which is very fun. Now we're going to just run all the way to the right and talk to the robot at the front. Tell her that we've completed our mission.
Here is your transit pass. Enjoy your ride on the volcano.
Now we can go to the industrial district.
Can we settle the bill now? I deal on a cash-only basis.
And of course, Wilbur tries to
Rats.
get money, but no, the check's in the mail, so fortunately, we don't get paid for our hard work destroying the robo ants. Get another speed glitch out of here, and we're on to the industrial district. And there's a random chance you can fall through the floor when spawning in there. I don't know why that happens. Thankfully, we can just save and load the game. I was wondering if that was going to happen. So now, we're going to do a redirect climb, similar to redirect vault, except we're climbing this time. Perfect. Oh, not perfect. Why is this not working? I've gotten it like 3 times, but I'm not clipping through for some reason. There we go. Fall down there, and Wilbur's going to jump around a little bit because, of course, he will. Speed glitch our way over here. We gotta jump over here and then clip through this fence, drop down, climb back through. Now we have to destroy more ants because, of course, our work is never done. We're gonna stand on this button here to spawn this cutscene, and then we'll wait for this ant over here to spawn and aggro us. And we'll disassemble it, then push it onto this button so that we can get this bridge. This guy's hiding in here until we destroy all the ants in this area. And do object redirect there. Use our disassembler, and then push this box to destroy these 2 ant hills. And then we just got 4 more ants that we gotta deal with now that we have stopped them from spawning. And disassemble these guys, and then drop down. Alright, now we just gotta make our way back. It's a little bit awkward here because there's a lot that you can target on. Now, we gotta talk to this guy. And unfortunately, we can't skip this dialogue. You kind of can, but then you completely softlock and you can't get to the next area of the level. I have done some glitch hunting in this game. I found a little bit, but I haven't found much. But this game is already super broken, so very fun run. This dialogue's also hilarious. This guy keeps calling Wilbur the wrong name.
Wilbur.
Wilbert,
Those
Wilbur.
guys into everything.
They seem to be headed.
Then here he just calls him Otto because he's completely lost it.
Aluminum, consider it yours. My sincere gratuities to you again, young Otto.
Alright, so now the game sends us to Old Town, but we're actually going to be going back to the Industrial District because we're going to be getting our next gadget. This is actually a different map of the Industrial District. This is the second section. So now we're going to do a giant leap there for no reason. Line ourselves up here. And then we're going to do another redirect fault. This one's pretty tricky. Go through that wall. And we just keep falling for a bit. Alright, so we're making our way over here. We're supposed to be here much, much later. Complete this puzzle. I messed it up. There we go. Alright, I'm going to be doing another ledge glitch as this elevator comes up, so that we can drop back down later. I can't roll here, otherwise rolling will get rid of the ledge glitch. And here is our next gadget, which is basically a giant rock thing, where you can dig underground. And you can also smash rocks. Very useful gadget. So now we are going to drop down here. And we're going to break these and tunnel underground. This part of the game, the level is literally called Dig Dug internally. Thankfully you can buffer these directions, so it's not too difficult to mess up, even though I messed up right there. This part is pretty simple, and then we'll be back into the second section of Old Town. We completely skipped the first section. And we'll be introduced to a new glitch in Old Town. First we have to make sure to avoid that ice cream man, because we don't like ice cream. Just kidding, it skips a cutscene. So when we do speed glitch, there is something that can happen called camera glitch, where if if you haven't done your precise aiming since the game last loaded, the camera will freak out and just kind of go to the origin of the map, and that will allow us to clip through this wall right here. So we got camera glitch, and any moment now, after the cursor stops freaking out. Okay, so I did the precise aim there, so I actually have to reload, because reloading will make it so we can get camera glitch again. And that allows us to roll through the wall for some reason. So that's great. So now, we are underground, we are in the ant hive. Go under that wall, that also skips a cutscene. This level's very fun. Get a ledge glitch there, and then go back into this wall. And then we're gonna get ledge glitch again here, and then just drop through the level. And then we have to use our Havoc Glove to go under these lasers. Not quite lined up. Gotta wait for them to... Gotta wait for this cycle. And then we'll grab this ledge here, and then drop through the level again. And there's the end of that level. Now we have to defeat the Ant Queen. There's an Ant Queen. Don't ask me why. Gotta use our Havoc Glove to knock out that ant, and then lure this laser. Perfect, got that in 2 cycles. That's very nice. So now we just got to destroy these, and that will be the Ant Queen defeated. Alright, now we're in Magma Industries. Gonna be levitating that door, then getting speed glitch to just go right on through. The speed glitch saves so much time. Just running all through the level.
I love
that
how this glitch looks.
It looks so funny. This game is very broken. I'd highly recommend running it if you can. If you're interested. Speed glitch again. And then we are going to destroy these 2 enemies. That will open up these 2 part of the bridges. We want them to die at about the same time so that we can overlap these 2 cutscenes. Just like that. And then we got our scanner out. We're going to be doing another menu storage, pause storage. Just get past another dialogue section. So we're going to scan the store. And I did not hold forward soon enough, so unfortunately I'm going to have to reload. So I just got stuck there. So that's what happens if you don't hold a direction. Thankfully, it's just right here. You can try it again. There we go. Walk forward. And we'll save and quit. Just get past Emperor Stanley yelling at us. Then use our levitation ray. Try to stand in the correct spot and actually levitate this, please. Thank you. Now we got one more of these crawling across the precise wall. This funny animation that I love. Now we are going to be going into Stanley's lair. Going to be doing another camera glitch here. So since the game reloaded, we can... Oh, okay. I did the precise aim. If you do the inputs incorrectly, fortunately you have to reload. And I just activated the credits for some reason. Roll through the wall, and then I'm actually going to make sure I do the precise aim properly so that I can get the speed glitch. Otherwise, I'll just get camera glitch again, which I don't want. Then we're going to use the Havoc Glove to skip a very long cutscene. Just get past the trigger. Now, we're going to be doing a bunch of object redirects. So we're going to be bringing this box. I'm pressing the wrong button, that's why. Come on. There we go. So now, we're going to bring this object all the way to the sledge. And we're going to have this box floating in mid-air so that we can jump all the way to that platform over there. Should be one more. Drop down here. Redirect it over the lava, and then jump to the end of this room. That saves so much time. I don't even know how much. To wait for this to be all the way at the top. Otherwise, you'll just completely drop down. Onto here. Because we're in quick aim while going into this cutscene, we'll have speed glitch for free here. Fortunately, it's not that useful, but it's very funny just walking back and forth here, waddling forward. Now, we're going to do some more object redirects, And we're going to be doing object attachment again. My favorite glitch of the game, and I'm so glad that we get to do it at least twice. I wish we got to do it more. So we're just going to redirect this cube all the way over to the other cube. Push these two together. One of them pushes it into the other, and now it's attached to us. Flip through this wall. Now we have speed glitch while we have the object attached to us. And we'll bring it right into this cutscene, because why not?
You've made it further into my domain.
It's just walking with his pet cube. Wilbur's pet cube.
Into my bottomless pit of death.
So yeah, now we're falling into the bottomless pit, which isn't quite bottomless.
You told me it would be ready last weekend.
Gonna levitate these two enemies and then take them out with our charge ball glove. Levitate, levitate. And then getting up this ramp is a little bit weird, so we have to kind of do a clip. And we're going to try to clip to skip a cutscene there. That was a cutscene trigger that we skipped. And then we do one more clip. Going backwards through this wall. And now we are on to the second final boss. This part is pretty simple, what we have to do. We have to levitate this rock, then use our Havoc Glove to throw it at him. Then I'll do a lava attack, and then we need this lava attack to go over the chain, actually. Levitate, hit it again. And then we just gotta do that 4 times. So, if there's any last messages you would like to read, once this boss is done, we'll be going to the final boss, and that'll be the end of the run, so now's a great time to get any final messages in.
I do have a $1 donation from TempestMask1000 saying, I used to watch this movie, but a game-only alternate timeline from knocking over a science project was the last thing I expected from this video game. Yeah, that seems like a pretty big divergence in the timeline.
Yeah, this game has very little to do with the movie. It just kind of, once we correct the future, it just kind of jumps like the entire movie, and then we defeat Megadorus. But yeah, very, very weird plot for the game, but it makes for a fun game. So yeah, did not expect alternate future because we knocked over Stanley to be the plot of this game.
And a quick reminder that the donations you send in here are helping not only to support trans people across the United States, but also to unlock a bonus run. Well, 3 bonus runs actually, but the first one, the one that we're focusing on today, is Jangle Storm's Garfield the Lost Level speed run. We need to raise $250 total cumulative by the end of his run of by the end of his run of Garfield. So we only got about 4.5 hours for that. So if you guys want to see the Lost Levels marathon first, I believe, get your donations in. We would love the support.
Alright, so that is the end of that boss. I've equipped my gadgets to prepare me for the final boss. So now, we've corrected the future, except not really. Now we have Megadors to deal with. So we got the final boss. Let's do one last speed glitch in the Robinson house. Now we have another alternate future where this one's actually from the movie. So this guy's gonna destroy boxes, hit these 4 buttons, and then we have to hit these 3 green switches and get one last speed glitch in the run. Run all the way to the other side here, hit this last green button. With these final 2, time is coming up very shortly. got to disassemble and hit this robot. Gotta wait for my thing to recharge. One more shot. One more shot. And that's time. All right, that was Disney's Meet the Robinsons. That was such a fun run. I just want to thank License-a-thon for having me. I always love running at License-a-thon. It's one of my favorite marathons. I've been a part of it for a long time. So yeah, thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for letting me show off Disney's Meet the Robinsons. This is a ton of fun. And yeah, I'm IzzyHope58. I run a bunch of movie licensed games, a bunch of Pixar games, a bunch of Disney games. So if you want to check me out, I do a bunch of this stuff. So yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And we're going to be right back with another runner in just a second. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. More License-a-thon is on the way.